Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, my name is Paige, aka cozytrait, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a brand new mod that has kind of been in the works and up for patrons only for a little bit, but recently the creator has released it to the public, at least version 1 of this mod, which is the challenge tracker by SimMattically. So what this does is it allows you to keep track of any of the Sims 4 challenges that you are currently playing through, or ones that you're even thinking about playing. And what it does is essentially it allows those that have created these challenges to make them into this format, which will show up on the right side of your Sim UI, and where their aspirations and soul's journey and all of that will show up. That's where your legacy challenge tracker will also show up. Now it's going to depend on what challenge you actually download. So whichever ones you're currently playing or thinking about playing, you'll just pop them into your mods folder and be on your way to tracking your challenges. There is something that they recently added to this, which is the multi-legacy tracker. And if you are following along with my Hot Tea Legacy series, you can kind of see that as I started up the legacy, it used to just be one, you were only able to track one challenge at a time, but now you can track multiple. And that's a good thing for those out there who might also be playing the Hot Tea Legacy challenge, and on the side, maybe you're doing the Not So Berry challenge, and you're able to flip between the two. What this gives you is in-game challenge tracking. So say goodbye to alt-tabbing to spreadsheets or keeping notes on your phone. You can track all of your custom challenge progress directly inside the game's UI, so you can see in this picture here. They are interactive goals checklists. So just similar to what you would do with the UI mod, you would just right-click a goal, like in this picture, securing the future, get married and have an heir. You'll just right-click that every time you complete a goal, and that will knock it off your list. There's multi-level progression, so play through challenges that have distinct stages or levels, and once you complete all the goals in the section, you can advance to the next level. So again, a lot of the challenges that you will run into or are currently playing, they do have certain levels to them, which are in regards to the different types of generations for that challenge. There's automatic progress saving, so you don't have to worry about none of your progress saving. The challenge progress can be tracked per your whole household or per each individual sim, and you can close the game or switch households without losing your hard-earned progress. And then we have some extra features that come along with this, so you can personalize custom landing pages. Every challenge is different. The tracker displays custom challenge banner, the challenge premise, and creator credits right on the start screen. And you can also expand the rules if there are any rules created by the legacy creator for this tracker. And of course, you can notate if there are any pack requirements when someone creates a challenge for you, or maybe you're just going through the list to figure out which ones you want to play with. There's collapsible goal categories, which we will take a look at with some of the challenges listed on the gallery that other creators have created. And also, as part of this mod review, the one that I went ahead and typed up, which is the Whimsy Legacy Expanded challenge that has 30 generations. So it definitely took me a while to do this, but I did it not only for myself, but anybody out there who is still playing through that legacy or is thinking about doing it. And this is what it's going to look like, and we will go ahead and check it out also in my tab up here for the challenge creator. I will show you what that looks like on my end from typing out everything. So you'll have your challenge settings, so you'll have your banner, and you can just create a banner or use a picture, whatever you use to maybe edit any photos for your Sims or anything like that. It will give you the dimensions generally to make your own challenge banner. You'll have a premise, and typically if the challenge is coming from somebody else, so for Not So Berry challenge, you know that the creator is Little Simsy. You can put that in the premise so people know that's who the original creator of this challenge was. But the creator that typed it up, if it's not the original creator of the challenge, that would be you. So you would put your name. And then you can list any rules that the challenge has, and this will just feed right off of any Google Docs the challenge was written out of. And then you get down to the nitty-gritty of each level in your challenge, right? So I will go ahead and link this page to SimMattically's Patreon because it is currently up. Version 1 of the Legacy Challenge Tracker is up for the public, so you are able to use it for yourself. And you can go ahead and read through any of the FAQs, how to install, and if the mod isn't working for you, there's little tidbits here as well. And then we'll go into the challenge gallery. So here is the Legacy Challenge Tracker Challenge Gallery, and you can already see that there's a lot of different challenges that creators have typed out. Even ones that are the original creators of their challenge has also placed things here as well. So you do have the long-standing Not So Berry challenge, and there might be a couple of them out there. So if you go to the search bar at the top and just type in a word here. So I just did not, and you can see all of the different Not So Berry challenges that other people have created for this tracker. So it will just depend on what you want to click on. So this one right here has 363 downloads and 21 likes as of recording this video. So this could be a really popular one that everybody seems to be using. So if this layout and however they structured this challenge is something that piques your interest, then you can just download it. It will download as a package file. So if I click download here, you can see that it'll show up as custom challenge Simply D Sims, which is the creator of this, as you see. So they'll have like their premise here. They'll have their challenge rules listed, and then you'll see every level is basically what is going to be going on here, right? So their level 1 is generation 1, which is mint generation, and this is all of the goals that they have. And then it goes to generation 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and so on. So if we go back to the page here, it seems like the other one people are typically doing is probably the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge. So lots of rules for this one. And you can see all of the packs that they do use. And then your premise up here. So you can see original challenge by Little Simsy, updated by Strawberry Simsy. Okay, and then you have all of your levels here as well. And of course, here's the one that I'm using. This is the Hot Tea Legacy Challenge. Now we know again that this challenge was written by Ladice, but for the Legacy Challenge Tracker, it was created by Miss Lollipop Sims. And then you see the challenge rules here, and then here are your levels and all of your generations and all of their goals. So this is what the challenge gallery looks like. And now that you have the ability to have the tracker in your game, because you will have to download the challenge tracker package here off of the Patreon page. And once you have that in there, that's basically your core. Think of it like a core mod. So you download that, throw that in your mods folder, and then you can go ahead and shop around for your challenge that you want to keep track of. And that would be its own package file. And since we have the ability to track multiple now, you can throw in whatever you are looking to follow, basically. And there's a lot of challenges here. There's even ones that I haven't even heard of. So it will be very interesting to see, like, you know, maybe I'll come in here when I'm done my Hot Tea Legacy and I'll read up on maybe a different one that I want to go through, you know, and see what else I want to do. So now moving on to the one that I made for all of you and myself. It is based off of the Whimsy Legacy Expanded. And when I talk about Whimsy Legacy Expanded, this is what I mean. It's 20 new generations for a total of 30 generations, right? So it's an expansion of the original Whimsy Story Legacy by Cozytrait. I believe that's how you say it. But the expanded version is by Leah Seabler. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names, but this has 30 generations, you guys. Like, it's a long one. It's a long one, okay? Very, very long. You see, it has tons of goals. It has large premises. It has lots of focuses on skills, certain traits that you have to have, different events that might happen. But the thing that piqued my interest the most was how you choose your heir, and basically how your heir is going to be, like how their personality is going to be, right? So let's take a look at this one here, Gen 4, brick by brick, right? So you finish all your goals and tasks. So you just go about the challenge as normal, try to complete all of your tasks and goals. And then when you get down here, you have two endings. One is Home Sweet Home and one is Fixer Upper. And what you're doing essentially is ticking off all of the things that you did. Did you have 3 or more children, or did you only have 1 or 2 children, right? And depending on what you did do, you'll tick that off. Now, building this in the legacy tracker though, what I'm looking at is I wrote all the goals down based off the endings, right? All of the things that you completed, and I went ahead and numbered them. So every time you click on the Home Sweet Home ending, depending on how many times you click is based off how many things you actually completed. Did you use the free real estate cheat to move into the final lot, or did you use your own funds, right? If you used your own funds, you click Fixer Upper. If you had 3 or more children, you click Home Sweet Home. And depending on which one you ticked off the most, should determine how your Generation 5 heir will begin their story. So if you checked off more things for Home Sweet Home, your heir is going to start with the self-assured trait, and they will also have the marketable bonus trait, and it will also depend on how much money they can start off with. They can take a maximum of $15,000 when splitting the household, but if the funds don't meet this amount, leave that money alone and use money cheats to give them $12,000 after the household split. So it's kind of like a risk reward type of thing. Like, if you have that money, you can give them $15,000. If you don't have that money, you actually have to give them less. But use the cheats to do it, right? But if you chose Fixer Upper, they will begin with the ambitious trait and the entrepreneurial bonus trait, and then you will be able to take a maximum of $18,000 when splitting the household. But if you don't have those funds, you can then take $15,000. So you can play this however you want to. You can look at the endings and try to, make your way there. But depending on how these goals are going to lay out for you, sometimes I feel like it might not even go your way, So we're going to look at this in the challenge tracker format. So this is mine. I went ahead and made this banner. It's very cutesy. I don't know if it's going to stretch out, but I did follow the dimensions, and I went ahead and created this in Canva. And what my premise says is challenge expansion created by Lee Seabler based off the original Whimsy challenge by Cozytrait. A 30 generational legacy challenge that offers different and interesting ways to choose your heir. Okay, and then my creator name is there, cozytrait, and then the rules that I have are listed there as well. Now I went ahead and typed all of this up. When you create your own challenge, once you're finished everything, you download it, and when you download it, it pops up as its own challenge package, right? So custom challenge, cozytrait. And the thing is, when I'm ready to submit this, I'll just go back to the challenge gallery, submit challenge. You understand and agree to community guidelines if you want to read those. And you would drag that file in here and then submit. And that will make it so it's available and out for the public for everyone else to use. The thing is that what makes this so nice is that while I have yet, as of right now, tested this in the game. It's nice to be able to kind of shed this out, right? And I have everything shedded out, and then download it, plop in my game, and for me personally, it's just to see if everything is kind of lining up how it should be and looking how it should be, and I can tick things off and it makes sense. And if it makes sense to me, then yeah, I'll go ahead and submit it for everybody. And that's the goal, right? So as you can see here, I went ahead and set up all the goals. So this is Gen 1, which now that I'm looking at everybody's challenge galleries, I do want to put in like this is Generation 1, right? So, and then I'll just go down the list and do the same thing for all the other levels. But here are the standard goals that I thought didn't really correlate much to some of the separate grouped goals that I have. So you have your standard ones, and then I made a group for career and aspiration. So be self-employed with the freelance Simply Crafted career and complete the Master Maker aspiration. I made a group for skills, I made one for love and family, and then I made a group for air selection. This is the one that I really hope does come out good enough or it looks like it makes sense. And we will go ahead, later in the video, we will go ahead and look at how this looks in game for the first time. So for this air selection, and if you guys are keeping up with my Whimsy Legacy Expanded challenge videos, we are still in Gen 1. It took a minute for me to get back into it, but we're still in Gen 1. So I'm already looking at this as there's a couple of these things that I can already check off, right? And we are working on these skills, you know, and then once I kind of think back to all of the things that I have done, right? I can already see this one right here. Number 6, had multiple children because my sim ended up having twins. So I can already check one of these off for suburban bliss. And seeing that, we're already on our way for one of our girls to be able to take 15,000 with them if we have that in our household. If we don't, it'll be 10,000, which isn't terrible. As long, at least it's not 7,500. So, but I'm already seeing that we can tick off one of those things for our household. So it would actually be really interesting to see. But as you can see here, you can add a goal. And when you click add a goal, you are basically adding just like one of these separate goals here. And then when you add a group, that's what these are. So you can put your love goals, you know, in their own thing, their skills in its own group, and career and aspiration like I did in its own group. Just make your own group based off of what's going on. So you can even make one that has to tie into personality and outfits, maybe, I don't know, personality and looks. So having at least 3 tattoos, have the loves outdoors and freaking traits. Rarely wear makeup and dress casual at all times. Like all of those could be in their own category if you wanted it to be. So I did go ahead and do that for every single gen. So what I am going to do is just go through this again and just do a little once over before I submit it for the public. But once I do, as you are watching this video, it might already be submitted. I am going to upload a video on my channel that is going to continue my Whimsy Legacy Expanded challenge when we're going to be using this challenge tracker in game. So that's basically what it is. It's going to be up to you how you want to structure whatever challenge that you're looking to track. And don't feel discouraged by looking at the gallery that there's so many other not so berry legacy challenges by other creators. If there's a way that you want to structure it, if you don't want to structure it like this and you want to add like more goals to it or anything that like, you know, has to do more so with like the love aspect or family aspect, maybe there's more to it that I'm not aware of, but if there is something that you feel like is missing, you could probably just make the challenge yourself and use it for personal use, or you could submit it for everybody else. But it's nice to see that the community has created so many, when I say so many challenges, okay? Like, this is good. This is a great start to what we're looking at, right? So again, you just go to SimMattically's Patreon page and download it, pop it in your mods folder, go into the challenge gallery, select the challenge that you want to start keeping track of, download that right here, and then pop that package file into your mods folder and boot up your game. And then I will go ahead and take you guys into game so we can see what it looks like. Alright guys, so here we are in game. So I am actually in my Whimsy Legacy Challenge Expanded save file. And this is perfect because then I can just go ahead and select challenge to play. So again, just to recap, you're going to go to your aspirations UI or hit G on your keyboard. And this will bring up the challenge tracker as its own grouping. So it's going to be at the top above your soul's journey and also above your regular aspiration. So when you click select challenge to play, you're going to see any of the challenges that you have downloaded off of the challenge gallery. So if I was playing the Hot Tea Legacy Challenge with our sim here, I would choose that, but this save file is strictly for Whimsy Legacy Expanded. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, and it actually looks really good. This is my first time. This is my first time seeing the banner in game. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so I'm going to click that. And then you'll see the premise of whatever you typed out or whatever the creator typed out, and you'll see their name listed as well, or whatever they decided to put as the creator. You'll see the rules by clicking down this, right? And it's not perfect. I'm glad that I did go ahead and number everything so then you can look at it that way, because this definitely did not turn out that great for the rules, but it's there. Then you'll just click Start Whimsy Legacy Expanded. Oh, it loads up. It loads up all of our goals. We have our career and aspiration as its own grouping, our skills as its own grouping, love and family, and then heir selection. Now the thing is, everything that you had seen under the heir selection for Suburban Bliss and everything like that, it was under the description basically. So for Suburban Bliss or the lives we leave behind, if you mouse over them, so whatever you put in the description of whatever you are creating as a goal, when you mouse over it, that's what's going to show up, right? So I'm not the biggest fan that is not listed how it looks on the website, but there is the gist of it. So again, numbering everything was a last minute decision, but I'm glad that I did. So did not master all of the focus skills, did not complete the list of aspirations, did not manage to build a respectable home until adulthood, most of your plants wilted, or you did not care for your garden well, you did not leave behind 15,000 or more for your heir to take, had only one child, had negative relationships with one or more children at time of succession, and your spouse passed away before succession. And then in bold, it'll give you the little tidbits of what your heir can begin with when it comes to traits and money. Okay, so what I did mention is that we did have multiple children, so I can go ahead and take one of these off. And I put the number of goals under each of the heir selections. So when you do take it off, so I did right click it because I know I have multiple children in the save file, it's going to say 1 out of 8. So we're already in the running to have our Suburban Bliss ending for our heir. So we did name all of our children after nature because we have Hyacinth and we have Hazel. So I could technically check that off. And again, you'll see the description must have at least one child, but may have as many as you'd like. So whatever, again, that you place in the description is going to show up as a tooltip when you mouse over the goal. So we do have, I'm going to just tick off some of the things that I know we got going on here. So loves, outdoors, and freaking traits. We do have those. We do have at least 3 tattoos. I do remember giving her that, so we'll take that off. Rarely wear makeup and dress casual at all times. We definitely do that because I don't have any makeup on Rose. And I actually did give her a makeover based off of just the new CC that I'm currently using. So we'll take that off. Start on an empty lot in Willow Creek or Windenburg. We are in Windenburg, and we did start off with an empty lot and reduced our money to 0. We build and live in a suburban style micro home for your entire life and foster a healthy garden on your lot. The foster a healthy garden, I don't know how that's going to play out for us, but maybe when spring rolls back around, we can get a move on a little bit better with that. Be self-employed with freelance, simply crafted career, which I do think we have already. Complete the master maker aspiration, and you can always check your aspiration here. So we're 2 out of 4 for that, so I'm not going to tick that off. Our skills, fabrication, handiness, and wellness. And when we look at that, wellness is 2, fabrication is 6, handiness is 4, so we definitely didn't complete either one of those either. Find love while homeless and marry. Did we marry Knox? That I don't remember. Okay, he is our spouse. Okay, we definitely did. So we found love while homeless and married. And name all children after nature. I'm going to take that off because honestly, with just the 2 twins, I don't think I want them to have any more kids. So we'll do that. And then even for those that are currently playing these challenges, and there are going to be lots of goals that you probably already completed. So you might want to, at least for this particular package file for the tracker for Whimsy Legacy Expanded for Minds, you may want to just review what your air selection choices are going to be, what those endings are going to be. So we didn't master all the focus skills just yet. We didn't complete the aspiration yet. We managed to build a respectable home during young adulthood. The thing is, Rose is going to be an adult in 26 days. So a respectable home, I feel like probably would have proper bedrooms, but we'll see about that. We'll see about that. Your garden continues to flourish throughout your life, and the money that we have right now is only $2,500, so we definitely don't have that. Now for this one, did not master all focus skills, did not complete the listed aspiration, did not manage to build a respectable home until adulthood. Most of your plants wilted, or you did not care for your garden well. You did not leave behind 15,000 or more. Had only 1 child, had negative relationships with 1 or more, or our spouse passed away before succession. And our succession for this is generally going to be, I think, when the kids age up to young adults, I believe. So we still technically have a long time. In the little rules selection, you can use mods, and you can also play on short or long lifespans, or you can make your own or have your own custom age lifespans going on. So that's generally what I use. But for the girls, actually, they're going to be toddlers in 4 days. So we're already pretty much getting a move on with them. So there are a lot of things that we still have to do here for Rose. Because I don't know, I still don't even know who I want her heir to be. But that's generally what this is going to look like. And we can challenge tracker options. So there are new options that we can choose. So if I wanted to just set a different level, so then I can take a look at what those look like if I wanted to. And progress tracking method, tracked per household, tracked per each sim individually. So you can change those. We're going to track it for the household because I think it's going to pull into everyone. Yes, it does. So if I click over to Knox, it pulls in for him too. And by the time we choose our heir and everything, it'll just be nice. Once the girls are able to have their aspirations shown, it's going to be nice to see it for them too. Because when I choose my heir, for some of our generations, right? Some of these generations, it's going to tell you to like go to this map for a vacation while you're a teenager. And if you kind of quickly move through it with the current parent, and then you're already kind of ready to choose your heir, but you're just waiting for them to grow up, it's just nice that everybody in the household can see the progress. So you don't ever not have it in front of you, right? Or you can just track it for each sim individually if that's how you want to do it, which would be nice because maybe for Rose's life, we're doing Whimsy Legacy Challenge, but maybe for one of the girls, we're going to do Hot Tea Legacy. I don't know. But it's up to you how you want to play your game. But you can definitely see from this long list, we have all 30 of our generations. And before I do post it, which I think I'm going to go ahead and add in the little subtitles so you know exactly what generation it's for. So I think I'm gonna add that in, but I'm going to make those little small changes here and there, and I'll see if anything else I want to change. But generally, I think I'm pretty happy with how this was set up, and there are some extra changes here too. You can reset the active challenge. It resets the progress for the active challenge based on your current tracking method settings, household or sim specific. And you can reset all household level challenges. It erases all progress from challenges tracked at the household level. Progress tracked for individual sims will not be affected. So it's nice that we have those extra settings. Those were a new addition in the last update for the challenge tracker, along with being able to track multiple challenges. So it's nice to finally have this in front of me, because when I tell you tabbing over or trying to bring it up on my phone while I'm recording and trying to keep track of everything that the original creator listed in the Google Doc, it was a little tedious, not gonna lie. So having it simplified out here and just, being able to do this and having the ability and opportunity to do this, not for just myself, but for everybody else who wants to keep track of this, is a game changer, honestly. So I'm going to make some tweaks and look out for the submission on the challenge gallery. And you can just type in Whimsy, honestly. You can type in Whimsy and you might find mine because there aren't any in here. There's no Whimsy Legacy challenges in the challenge gallery. So if you just type in Whimsy, you most likely will find mine. Yeah, there's just Crybaby Whims, Generation 1 Sunkissed, and Whistle Baby Summer. So yeah, type in Whimsy, you'll find mine. But I hope you guys did enjoy this quick look at the challenge tracker from SimMattically, the mod, the challenge gallery, being able to download the packages for all of the written out challenges so you can track them in your game, and also taking a look to see what my particular one looks like that I made for me and all of you as well to use in your game. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give the video a like. Check in the description below for a link for the challenge tracker mod, a link to the challenge gallery as well, and just an update or just a reminder of what my particular challenge is listed as in the challenge gallery if you're interested in using it yourself. But have fun with all of the challenges that are listed in the gallery. Create your own if you feel the need to. Type out one that you don't even see on the list that you want to use for your own personal use, or if you want to share it with the entire Sims community. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Stay cozy.